Hello, you lovely people. How the devil are you? Are you all right? I hope everybody is all right. Can you hear me okay as well? I hope you all enjoyed the Singapore Grand Prix yesterday. Yeah. So what a race that was, wasn't it? It was a very interesting race. I mean, it was very wet to start with, wasn't it? I mean, it was tracking it down, wasn't it? And then, so heavy. What do you guys all think? I really enjoyed it. Hiya, boyo, you all right? Cheers for tuning in. How are we all? Um, yeah, I mean, what a race! What a chaotic race that was. We had 14 finishers, didn't we? Um, it was. I mean, at one stage, I didn't think it was going to happen the way the weather turned out, but luckily we did. They did all right. Um, I mean, you know, but it was quite interesting, right? Wasn't it? I mean, I feel I feel so bad for George Russell being stuck in at the back of the field because he had he took the risk of going onto slick tires when the entire team with the other teams were on medium tires, on intermediates rather. Um, so I think he they miscalculated. They miscalculated, but I think he did well to keep it on the track, didn't he? Because I mean, what a race by Perez that won it. Perez was absolutely phenomenal, wasn't he? I think any any um news about him getting replaced by Nico Hülkenberg is out is I think since yesterday I think that's out the window now, isn't it? I think they're gonna keep him now, aren't they? I think yesterday he really did rescue his career, didn't he? Because he just drove phenomenally well, didn't he? I think he really staked his claim on that race, and I think it was one of his best races that he's ever driven. Um, but I was glad that the FIA didn't punish him through because he allegedly, well, he did put up alongside the safety car, but to be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, why he actually got yeah, uh, I'm not entirely sure why on earth he got the penalty in the first place, because um was it because he actually hello hello the Piper, how are you? How are you? I hope you're all right. Yeah, I'm not too sure why people why Checo got a penalty in the first place. because was it because he hand gestured um um was it because he hand gestured to the Bernd Mailänder in the car? Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you. You know, I just had a power cut just before we start. I started the live stream, but now everything is going good again. Yeah, and I think that penalty, I didn't quite understand it, as I said, but I'm glad that the the um the race victory did stand, because I think it was one of Checo's best races he's ever done. I also think any suggestion of him getting replaced, um, I think that's out the window now. I think he's really, um, yeah, I think you're right. It was a stellar performance, and I'm not sure, but I haven't done the math. But am I right in thinking that theoretically Checo can still win the drivers' championship? Um, Even though it's very unlikely. But I think, am I right in thinking that mathematically he's still in it? I'm not too sure whether that's right, or it's just whether Max is the only one that can win it now. Um, Although I think if Max wasn't driving a Red Bull, I think um, Checo could could win the championship with Red Bull. I think the way he drove yesterday, I think, was absolutely tremendous. You know, and I think the way they all kept it on the track, I think that was absolutely amazing as well. I think I feel I feel I felt really sorry for um, Russell, though, because he was just struggling at the back, and then he was he was nowhere, to be honest. But I also felt for Hamilton, because I think yesterday was Mercedes' best chance to win a Grand Prix. I think for some reason I think, um, but yeah, it was very sad for George. Um, you know, he he shouldn't have gone on the medium slick tires. But what option did he have? He didn't really have any option. Yeah, I mean the um performance by Daniel Ricciardo, you know, that was absolutely amazing. From um 17s to P5, I think that is absolutely amazing. I just think that it may be a bit too late, to be honest. You know, because I think he won't be in Formula One next year. Having having said that, I think he might end up signing a reserve driver deal, and then come back in 2024. Yeah, I agree with you on Danny and Seb. I'm gonna miss them as well, but I don't think I'm gonna miss um Crash Kit Latifi. What has he done? Um, what has he achieved? I think the Freeze um finished Latifi's career in 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 Imola. I think that I think Latifi doesn't belong anywhere near a Formula One car, but that's just my opinion. Um, yeah, but you know, P1 in Hungary in free practice um, 3. Yeah, really. I mean, that's not where the points are. You know what I mean? That's not where the points are. But I'm not hating on Latifi. I just think he was not good enough. He's not good enough for Formula One. Um, you know, but Danny and Seb, I think Seb, um, I think Seb is is retiring of his own accord. But I wouldn't put it past him to come back in the future. And you know, uh, having said that, I think Seb has got other projects he's very keen on. So, but as far as Denny is concerned, I think, as I said, I think he's going to have a reserve driver role and then come back in 2024. Unless he gets the remaining Haas seat, but I'm pretty sure that is going to Hulkenberg. Um, I mean, t- I mean, I've been wrong about Hulkenberg before, but I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that it's that he's he's getting a chance to come back into Formula One. Um, but we Hulkenberg to Haas would be. Oh yeah, I don't think he's gonna get a podium unless Haas can drive. Haas can develop a hell of a car, but I think Hulkenberg does deserve to get be in Formula One. Although I am a bit in two minds about Hulkenberg joining another team because I don't think I'm gonna get the chance to speak to have him on my show on the Unplanned F1 chat show if he joins another team, but you never know. Um, I think for some reason, us Martin are the only team that have really. Yeah, 184 to be exact. He's got no podiums. I mean, the guy just had no luck. Um, But coming back to yesterday's race, do you think it was Checo's uh, best race of his career? I certainly think so. Yeah, um, I agree with you. Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, different circumstances. I want it. I mean, when he came back from 20th place, I mean, that was absolutely amazing. I think that is what saved his career. And ultimately, I think that drive in Sakia um, actually uh, killed Hulkenberg's career in the fact that I I think Checo's Checo's win in Sakia, yeah, yeah. I mean, as I said, I think Sakia killed Hulkenberg's career because he was the it was between him and Checo to get the Red Bull seat, but I think obviously the Checo's win in Sakia actually convinced Red Bull to take Checo over Hulkenberg, but that's just me hypothesizing. Um, yeah, I mean, do you think Checo is going to be at Red Bull for the long term? Yeah, yeah. I mean, he might have had a helping hand from George's puncture, but you have to think about. They won't get the next Max because Max is going to be there for for ages. In fact, I actually think they're gonna uh, they should get sell AlphaTauri because I think they that then they're not gonna need the they're not gonna need the junior program because if they by rights I think they shouldn't have had Checo um they shouldn't have had Checo in the they shouldn't have um um put Checo in the car. I think it should have been Gasly, but the fact that they didn't pay didn't put Gasly in the car, I think that's why um that's why they should get rid of the junior driver program. But that's just what I'm thinking. Um, so so where did you guys watch the yesterday's Grand Prix from? I mean, I watched it on my computer. How much and what marks would you give? What marks would you give? Yeah. Why can you only watch the highlights? Yeah. It, it's sad that we don't go India uh, anymore, in it. I think yeah, it's sad that we're not going India anymore. Um, £15 per year. That is quite cheap. That is. I mean, I use Now TV. Ah, yeah. Are you getting MotoGP? Um, I didn't know that. Where are they going to race in India? Are they going to use the old Formula One track? So, so are they going to use the old? Are they going to use the old? Oh yeah. So, do they have to make any changes to the track for MotoGP, or is it going to be the same track? Yeah. So, oh yeah. So yeah. Do you think Formula One is ever going to go back to India? Yeah, I think once we get a once we get an Indian racing driver, I think that's when we get uh once we get an Indian Formula One racing driver. I mean, I think that's when we go back to India. But we have to wait and see. Yeah. All right. Um. Thanks for dropping in anyway. So so all in all, what do we what's our thoughts about the oh yeah, we had three, didn't we? 11, 12, and 13. That was absolutely that wasn't a bad race. Um, but what do we think about the Singapore Grand Prix? I mean, I really look forward to the Singapore Grand Prix all the time. I think I think yeah. I mean, it was a good race. I think they waited too long to enable DRS. Yeah, and Aston Martin, both Aston Martin, Stroll and Seb drove very well, I suppose. I think, am I right in thinking that that was the best points haul of the season? I think they did very well. So I think I really loved the Seb's uh, helmet for that race. I'm trying to find a place where I can get a cheap, cheapish, uh, or uh, cheaper replicas from the helmets, because I really like Seb's some of Seb's helmets. So does anybody know any places where I can get cheap helmet replicas from? Uh, Let me know, yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind having life size, but I think a mini would do. Um, I think a mini replica would do nicely for now. Um, but I can't find them anywhere. I can't, I can't find anywhere where I can get them. Um, but I reckon I really loved Seb Seb's special one the last weekend. Um, so I think it looked absolutely stunning. I think it looked absolutely stunning. And I also think I hope Seb will have a good end to his Formula One career. Um, but what do we think about is going to happen in Japan? The Japanese Grand Prix in Suzuka tomorrow. What's your thoughts on that? Let me know what your thoughts are on that. So I re- I don't think he will. I I don't think he will, but I might be wrong. Um, I think he's more likely to drive his old Ferrari than his old Red Bull. Um, but I see I see where you're coming from when you say when you say you would like him him to drive it at the end of the season. Would be very nostalgic. Um, you know, I I just think he is gonna. I just hope he's gonna end the season on a high, and I don't think it's the last we've seen of Sebastian Vettel. Um, because he's gonna be terribly missed. I think he's going to be terribly missed. Um, in Formula One. That's what I think anyway. But do you do you think the the penalty from that Perez got yesterday? Yeah, I think Seb and Daniel will do donuts, but I'm not too sure whether Latifi should do donuts because otherwise he might crash into both of them. I mean that might come across as very harsh, but I, I don't think he he Latifi did himself any ju- justice in the time that he was in Formula One. But that's just my opinion. So one question I have got is: do you think the penalty for Checo was deserved, or do you reckon it was too harsh? I think it was a bit too harsh, and I still don't understand why he got penalized. I mean, we've seen it so often happen. We've seen it happening so often, but I really don't understand why he got penalized. I can only think about the hand gesture he might have done or something. Yeah, I mean, if the, if he got more, if he would have lost the race win be, because of that penalty, I think that would have been absolutely a disgrace. I also think they the stewards should have made the decision sooner because I think as as Crofty David Croft said on Twitter today, I think they should they should have made the decision a lot earlier and not 2 hours after the race. Um, because I think they need to find a way of they need to find a way of uh try of trying to avoid delaying these decisions. Yes, I think it's right for them to talk to the driver, but I mean the FIA have got all the technology to speak uh, to listen into the radio communication between the driver and the team, and maybe there should be a reason, a way of the driver explaining to the team why he did what he did, and then the stewards can make the decision based on that rather than having to wait 2 or 3 hours or however many hours before they actually make the decision. Because I think it's very unfair to the fans because I think that's how I think had he lost the had he lost that race win, I think that would have been very unfair because he drove an absolutely outstanding race. But that's just my opinion. Yeah. So what else? What you know? Um, what else is there? We can talk about. Oh, before I forget, I would like to say a massive thank you to my friend Pedro, who works at Aston Martin, um, who auctioned off that awesome piece of artwork um, last week. Um, so I've received the money now. So thanks for that. And yeah, so it's gonna help me out a lot actually. Um, because I really do enjoy doing these um live streams with you guys. But um so that artwork really helped me out financially. So I would just like to take the opportunity to say a massive thank you to us mine and him for doing that for me. Uh, really much appreciated, and I really um like to say a massive thank you to all the people that watch my videos. Really appreciate it. Really, really love doing these videos. Um, I sometimes do. I sometimes do audio versions, but I I am I I try to um m- make on uh face face ones. Um, now what one other thing I would like your opinion on is what do you think about the uh, the drama that seems to have boiled uh, over this last weekend about the budget cap and the two teams that are that supposedly have overspent uh, on the budget cap. I think it should we should wait and see what happens. I think you know we should wait until Wednesday, and then I mean more than likely, um, more maybe yeah I yeah I mean get, um Gasly to Alpine could still happen, and Deruvela to Alpha. I'm not entirely sure where is the Ruvela is a Red Bull driver, isn't he? Um, is he a Red Bull driver? Is he in the junior driver program? Uh, I'm not so sure, but if he is, um, then it's 100% possible. I think it is 100% possible that could happen. Uh, yeah, I think I think you might be right, actually. Um, I think it could happen. Um, but I don't think Kurt Herta is going into Formula One anytime soon, is he? I think from what I heard, there were rumors that Herta was going to go to Alpha Tauri at some point, but I think that's a no go now, isn't it? Yeah, but I think it doesn't mean anything if you test with McLaren recently, because from what I gather, um, Zach Brown is currently just um, signing up drivers left, right, and center. So I think I think I don't understand why uh, McLaren is. Yeah, I mean, um, McLaren. I'm sorry to say, but McLaren, in my opinion, yeah, I think McLaren is in my opinion, and this is only my opinion. I think they're becoming a bit of a laughing stock because they, because what's the point of signing all the drivers with 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 almost no chance of them reaching Formula One? Because let's face it, they've got they've got Lando Norris for the long term, and they've just spent millions on getting Piastri. So I'm thinking they are quite set for drivers uh, for the next 5, 6, maybe 8 years. So what? Honestly, what's the point in having all the drivers on the books that if they if they don't want to if they've got almost no chance of reaching Formula One, um, you know, unless they actually want to go into Formula E, um, and IndyCar or whatever, but then the, any of their drivers are very unlikely to reach Formula One in the very near future because, as I said, um, Norris and Piastri are going to stay there for a long time. Oh, do I think Piastri will outscore Lando? Well, do you want the honest answer or the um or um the corporate one? I think I give you my honest opinion. I think Oscar Piastri has got to smash Lando Norris, and I mean absolutely annihilate him, because Yeah, but I agree with you. I think PS Lando is a lot better than Piastri, but I think Piastri has put himself under massive pressure because he because of all the drama he caused. Uh, not of his own making, but yeah, but I think he's got no, he won't have any time to settle because yeah, I think he's going to be under massive pressure because you know you imagine if it doesn't work out. I mean, McLaren have spent 21 million to on Daniel Ricardo leaving the team. Um, and that is absolutely, that can't be considered small change. Um, so 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 McLaren must be absolutely 100% confident in Piastri. If they did that, and I actually made a video. I actually made a video on my channel, um, saying that the there will be. I'm predicting here now on this live stream that McLaren will have the same, if not worse, scenario with with Norris and Piastri than what the the same than what Mercedes had in um, with Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg when they were teammates. Because I think Lando Norris won't back down, and Oscar Piastri won't want to play second fiddle to Lando Norris. Yeah, I I think I think uh, Lando Norris won't back down because but I think Piastri will have to deliver. I really think Piastri will have to deliver and um say, because if he doesn't deliver, I think his Formula One career is over before it even started. Um, because I think a lot of people, uh, a lot, a lot of Formula One teams will be. Yeah, that's exactly what I think. He's going to have to smash Lando, and I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I think the last driver that managed to deliver on hype was when Lewis Hamilton smashed, uh, or was equal with um Hamilton was the last one that managed to live up to the hype when he was on par with Alonso, and even back in 2007, and even that ended in fireworks. And I think if Piastri doesn't deliver, I think McLaren will have a lot of explaining to do, and I think they would lose their credibility. But that's just what I'm thinking. That's just what I'm thinking. I think that is just what I, because as I said on many live streams before, I think they McLaren are taking a huge, huge, huge risk. I really do. I really do. But anyway, before we sign off for today, what what's your predictions for the Japanese Grand Prix? I think Max Verstappen will get the title in Suzuka. I think it's going to be that's going to be a given. But yeah, I agree with you. I think it's going to be Max Verstappen, Hamilton, Verstappen, Russell. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Verstappen, Hamilton, Russell. I think Verstappen is definitely going to win it. And I wouldn't be surprised, and I've got no evidence to support this, that this is just me thinking. I might be wrong, but I would think I wouldn't be surprised if 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 we have an announcement from Red Bull and Honda in Suzuka that Honda is coming back into Formula One. But as I said, I've got no evidence to support this, but this is just what I'm thinking. I might be absolutely bonkers. I might be absolutely crazy, but oh bloody hell, mate! Thanks for the money, mate. Really, thanks for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. It really gonna help me out a lot. Because it really helps me out a lot because I wasn't gonna I wasn't yeah, I mean, I will keep up the hard work, and I really appreciate it, because I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I was gonna but all the time that that you're watching the videos, and it gives me a bit of pocket money. Not only does it help me give me a sense of worth, it also helps me to go to have pay for stuff that uh, isn't classed as isn't covered by benefits. But thanks for for all for all your help, and really appreciate that, mate. I really do. Um, um, yeah, I've been actually thinking about doing F1 manager videos, but there is two there are two main reasons why I haven't. Um, the one the one reason is that I don't want to get sued by the I don't want to get I don't want to get sued by the developers, and my sometimes the 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 um game is a bit lagging, not very often, but I don't know whether you would enjoy it. So these are the two reasons why I'm not really haven't considered to put out videos um on F1 Manager. Um, but I'm definitely yeah. But how do I check? Because I really don't want to get sued. You see, um, but uh, if you guys yeah um yeah I managed to win my first Grand Prix the other day with George Russell in Canada on the F1 to 2022. I mean, that was absolutely tremendous. But I'm not very good at gaming. I'm not very good at racing games anyway. But I'm not too sure whether you would actually enjoy it. No, I haven't got a wheel, mate, because I can't because of my because of my disability. I could only have a joystick because I'm very because I yeah, but as I said, I don't want to get sued. So what do I do? Uh, do I need to write to Frontier for the do I need to write to Formula One? Yeah, I would definitely love to play. Uh, yeah, I can't see why not because Yeah, I mean, I'm just a little YouTuber, so I'm not entirely sure, but anyway, it's been nice to yeah, but they are big. See, I'm just a little YouTuber with 1,340 subscribers, so I don't think they would give me permission. But I may be wrong. So anyway, guys, really really appreciate you joining the chat. Um, and I see you soon for another live stream. Shall we? Um, probably. What's the best time for you guys on a Monday? I will, and thanks for the money, mate. Thanks for the super chat. Really appreciate it. See you later. See you later.